I had just curated a show at John Connolly Presents. Everyone was writing about this show, and I just thought it was so funny because I kind of like peaked, and I was like, oh my God, it's like I'm J-Lo in the art world. Like I should make perfume and a record, because that's what every celebrity does. And so I was just sort of joking about this with my friend at the Gansevoort Hotel, like at the bar on the roof one night. And then just as I said I wanted to make a perfume, this man came up to me, and he's wearing this tuxedo. He's very dashing looking, like an older gentleman. And he said, what fragrance are you wearing? It's a nice fragrance, like, is it okay if I smell you? And I was like, sure. And then I told him what it was. He's like, I'm a perfumer. And then it turned out that he was with a whole bunch of perfumers, and I was like, oh my God, I was just saying, I want to make a perfume. I want to make a perfume. And so he was like, well, give me your information. And so I gave him my name, and he Googled me, and then he got back to me a couple days later and was like, we should do a fragrance. I think that we want to do something with you. This is like during the Bush administration, and like suddenly there was, people were trying to demonstrate against the war, but then they started making it illegal to demonstrate unless you were like in a designated demonstration space. And if you wore an anti-Bush t-shirt near the White House, you'd get arrested. I mean, it seems really far away from now at this point, because now people are demonstrating again, but then it just felt like because of September 11th, people were afraid to congregate. They wanted us to just shop. They just wanted to boost the economy. So I was like, well, if you can't have a revolution, why not buy it and wear it? So it just seemed like a good idea. And so I pitched it to them, and I basically spent the next year interviewing living revolutionaries all over the world. So I gathered all this information, and what I did was I just kind of like took notes, and then when there were similarities between people's description of what revolution smells like, I just kept those scents. It smelled like a combination of urine, burnt rubber, burning paper, dirty underpants, blood, smoke, tear gas, but those were basically the smells. And so I went to the perfume company, and he kept trying to make a fragrance that smelled good and didn't smell like those smells. And I was like, no, the point of this is that it smells like the smells that we're describing. And if it can smell good at the same time, that's great. So I had always thought like it would be cool to make a pipe bomb. Like a lot of perfume companies work with jewelers to make sort of limited edition bottles. I went to the hardware store and I bought the things that people said you needed to make a pipe bomb, and then we kind of came up with this design. And so it's an edition, I think it's an edition of 50 in sterling, and then there's also bronze and gold and platinum. But it's a pipe bomb.